good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It's the beginning of the week. Let's start it. So today is July 1st. You can actually go to DMV if your license has been suspended due to court fines or child support, things like that, and get it reinstated. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Shout out to the Dumas Legacy. They had a great event this weekend, well, series of events. They had the 5K run, they had the fashion show, and of course they ended the night with Adrian Crutchfield. So definitely shout out to them for all they do. And thank you to all that showed up for the model casting call at the Jefferson Center for Roanoke Fashion Week. It was Saturday. We had a very nice turnout, and we're really excited about the models that we picked. If you did not make that one, we will have another one on Sunday, July 14th. So you can go to our Facebook page and get more information on that. Just want to give a few tips. This is a great Facebook post that I came across, and the title is Things My Parents Never Discussed With Me. So it's saying to save 10% of each check and put it into your savings. If you're undecided about a career, pick up a trade or work your way up the ladder at your job. Also, I'm going to say start your own business. Seek therapy for your issues instead of self-medicating yourself with casual sex or drugs. And also, if you're not receiving the same energy you put into a friendship or a relationship, leave. Those are some great tips. I just wanted to let you guys start your Monday with that. Also, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. A couple of celebrity birthdays today are Pamela Anderson Lee and also Liv Tyler. And of course, you're a celebrity as well. Happy birthday to you. We will be right back with Tommy Page, so stay focused.
These people might look similar to you. Some are patients, and some are volunteers. A lot of people without insurance are unsure where to turn. At Bradley Free Clinic, physicians, dentists, and others volunteer to provide free services to people who need them. A healthy community depends on everyone. If you don't have insurance, we can help because we bring together great health providers and the people who need them.
Hey, it's your boy DJ Complex, Take Back Our Yard Foundation. Our mission is to welcome opportunity through innovation and enterprise in an area that taught us how to overcome adversity with resilience and integrity. Having a dream that bridges all walks of life to gain a better understanding of the Black American experience while embracing inclusion that adds to the prosperity of Roanoke as a whole. Make sure y'all come out each first Saturday for the Take Back Our Yard Cultural Arts Festival and Concert Series, June 1st, July 6th, and August 3rd.
Faith for a Cure has a fourfold mission rooted in the cure. We care about the cause. We unite people with people. We partner with researchers in order to provide the most current information for persons living with sickle cell anemia in order to educate and spread awareness about this disease. Learn more about sickle cell anemia at www.faithforacure.org.
Go anywhere you want to go. Leave your transportation needs to J&K Tours of Roanoke, Virginia, and expect a hassle-free travel experience. Go anywhere you want to go. Travel without worries. Leave your transportation needs to J&K Tours of Roanoke, Virginia, and expect a hassle-free travel experience. Travels without worries. Visit us at jnktours.com or reach us by phone at 540-795-0381. J&K Tours.
And we're back. Look who's here with us today, Mr. Tommy Page.
Really?
Yes,
You're funny,
yours
man.
truly.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right there in cyber world? Cyber world.
Cyber world.
Cyber world is a good place to be, man. That's where a lot of the spaces and time is being made up. Got a lot of new millionaires. There's a lot of new millionaires in a lot of different spaces. KD is definitely a bigger millionaire than he was, by going to and signing with the Brooklyn Nets. 164 for 4 years, 41 million a year to play basketball.
Wow, that's huge.
Cyberspace told me about that. We're getting information and stuff now. We're getting new opportunities through technology, man. So we're grateful that you kept the Daily Grind show going, doing your thing, waking up every day, and showing people what's happening out there in the world through cyberspace.
Well, thank you. So talk to me a little bit about the web.
Wow, we jumped right into it, man.
We're jumping into it because you're speaking of cyber, so let's go there.
But, I mean, don't go prep a little bit. First of all, I mean, you still doing your thing. Cyberly, we've been able to keep beautiful women and men around here, to the appeal of fashion with Roanoke Fashion Week and stuff coming. October's going to be big. It's going to be dope.
Yes.
So y'all had y'all fashion, things like that. Been operating in that space, seeing that you got the word out that way, because I do want to say to people, a lot of people ask us, why don't we do so many traditional means of advertising?
Right.
It's not that we're selfish or trying to keep it to ourselves. It really doesn't make sense.
Everything's digital now.
Everything's going digital.
Yeah.
And, the more we optimize that, the time and the budget we would spend to go in means that is becoming somewhat archaic, we can continue to push this so that you can start liking and sharing and tell other people through cyberspace, and we'll get it done faster.
Absolutely.
We'll get it done faster.
Absolutely.
And we're real close, and the web is what's going to help us get there. Everybody's been asking, so what happens with the money? What's going on in money and stuff like that that's being raised? And the thing has always been that we've known that you need money in order to go into business or to sustain business. However, everybody doesn't need money if they haven't changed their mindset yet.
Right.
Yeah, if you're still on a job mindset, even if you get more money, you're just going to spin it out, just like as if, because you're still expecting more money to come that next month, like that, versus if now knowing how to allocate the budget for the year, what's going to what's doing what. Those are some things that the Web Academy, workforce plus entrepreneurs equals business, is going to be teaching, man. So we start enrolling there in the fall, because what we've learned, we've worked with a lot of entrepreneurs. We put them in position to get business, but a lot of those are still, without a mindset, that entrepreneurial mindset, we miss those opportunities because we're still looking in a job. We don't have our mind acclimated enough to now know that I need to put a budget to say, hey, I'm not going to even get paid for this job that I'm going to do until probably 6 months later.
Right.
So I need to budget what I got now in order to be able to fulfill that job, because once I do that, now I have enough to add to my budget for the whole next year.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I think a lot of our community has not been able to understand, because we haven't owned stuff. Since we've never really owned stuff, it's really hard to get that mindset unless someone teaches you, or you just start following a new focus.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think we haven't owned stuff?
It was set up that way. Of course, we know it was set up that way, in a sense that the history of what happened and what was going on in the country. But we also could have got information on that too,
Right.
Because there were owners from our community even while slavery was going on. This is something that's been debated and challenged, but I don't mind saying it because go seek out more information. There were even black slave owners.
Right. I heard that. Yeah, absolutely.
There were even black slave owners. So therefore, the ideal of slavery was not just a direct reflection to just hinder people. It was the easiest way to optimize the opportunity of this vast land that needed development without having to pay out labor.
Right.
And it was easier to identify a community because of their skin color. When you have a whole bunch of other origins coming together that has the same skin color, when they have a debate in court, it's hard to decide whose was the one as time was starting to do. But it was a lot easier to say, well, hey, he's not Polish, he's not German, he's not Scottish, he's not Irish, he's not all that. He's obviously of African descent. His claim doesn't matter, and so he is owned. And so that was there, and I know we could spend time on that trying to rectify that. And I feel, as I was saying earlier, that the internet and cyberspace has now opened up a place where we can close that portal.
Okay.
Everyone is learning that technology, and everyone's using that technology to make the work out here easier. People are the science, the technology stuff to work easier. And now, at that place, we have more black ownership. We have more Latino ownership. We have more Native American ownership. We have more Asian ownership. We have more white ownership. We have what this country looks like to scale of ownership. And we're just now trying to create more. As a military guy, I know that with the just what's happening out there, it's not going to be long before other countries try to take over. That's why people say would never say nothing that Trump say. But I could understand why we put up tariffs and did stuff for some of those countries. Because this ain't up. When you do that, because what's happening is a lot of people haven't watched that there have been times when we needed support for the support that we've given, and it wasn't there. A lot of the jobs and the financial stuff that we have been sending other places has allowed for them to get stronger and us to get weaker. And so those are the times where you leave yourself open for attack. And if you don't now start making, and I think the economy now, what's happening is forcing us as a country to produce our own goods, find the right wages so we can keep the jobs here, and do that and have a pride so that we protect ourselves against outside attack. It's a bigger picture. It's always a bigger picture, because we could always look at.
There is always a bigger picture.
Yeah, it's always a bigger picture.
But I don't know about tariffs.
Of course. I mean, well, of course you would say that, but like, because you wouldn't add in the other stuff that goes in with that. That's the other stuff that goes in with it. And that's what's really happening. What's really happening is that's why we stay with our military forces over on that side of the world. Because with our military forces over on that side of the world and they not over on our side of the world, we keep from attack coming. And now you can't pay all of that if you're paying everything out and nobody's really paying much in. So now, if you're putting those things up because you're not complying, and now it's forcing us to make more money here.
Okay.
New focus. It's a different side of it. And that's what we look at, because yes, for one idea, it doesn't make sense. But when you look at it, is that everyone now is making money. And that's really the real thing that matters to a lot of people.
Right.
Now, some people will try to put it off and say, well, money doesn't matter until they got a bill that needs to get paid.
Right.
Until a bill needs to get paid, money doesn't matter. I got faith that's going
Well,
to
when
give me.
you have bills, face it, money matters.
So when it
you
does-
have to have money to pay your bills.
And now what you have to do is look at the whole game inside of that. If you're just living or working to pay a bill, whose bill am I paying? Why am I paying that bill? How do I now find a way?
You have to have a place to live. You have
Okay.
to have lights. You have
do.
to have clothes.
Right.
You have to have food. You have to have a car.
Of course.
Right?
Yes, but you can now also find a way to get highest and best use out of what you're doing. If you have a service, and this is what this country was built upon, if you have a service that the light people needs, hey, you might be able to do some business with them. And so your light bill might not be as high because now you worked on that. You need a house or whatever like that. There's so many properties around here, realtors need them selling. Maybe you can work on the property and cut that ways that you have to spend out and now get the things that you need and have the excess money that you make to be available for what you really have to spend on. That's how the country got strong. And what happened is we started just thinking money's coming, we can make more money and spend it out, spend it out, spend it out. And eventually you look around, it's like, well, where's the money coming in?
Right.
So
I gotcha. Stay focused, everybody. We'll be right back.
These people might look similar to you. Some are patients, and some are volunteers. A lot of people without insurance are unsure where to turn. At Bradley Free Clinic, physicians, dentists, and others volunteer to provide free services to people who need them. A healthy community depends on everyone. If you don't have insurance, we can help because we bring together great health providers and the people who need them.
Go anywhere you want to go. Leave your transportation needs to J&K Tours of Roanoke, Virginia, and expect a hassle-free travel experience. Go anywhere you want to go. Travel without worries. Leave your transportation needs to J&K Tours of Roanoke, Virginia, and expect a hassle-free travel experience. Travels without worries. Visit us at jnktours.com or reach us by phone at 540-795-0381. J&K Tours.
Star City, the Take Back Our Yard Foundation proudly presents We Can Do It Ourselves, hashtag T-Boy Part 2 concert series. July 6, 2019 in historic Gainsborough, featuring hip-hop fusion band Ja War and Vibe Riot. Grammy-nominated reggae artist Desi Hyson, and from the ATL, superstar DJ Rose. And just added, exclusive indie artist E-Bandit. Tickets $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. All for a great cause to help restore, revitalize, and rebuild historic Gainsborough. Tickets available at Eventbrite.com. Take Back Our Yard Cultural Arts Festival and Concert Series. For more information, visit us at www.takebackouryard.org. Take Back Our Yard Part 2. Come and elevate your mind, body, and soul.
morning, good morning. We're back. So
Yeah, man.
let's talk about it, Tommy.
Yeah, man.
We
Got
have-
just send some shout out to I see the homie Mike Creasy up in the room, man.
Good
Remember?
morning.
Yeah, man, and of course, got to send a shout out to Superstar DJ. I don't think people understand, like, he was superstar when he was here. You know, now they used to do their thing. I mean, they shut down Festival in the Park and all that. Then of course he did. But when he went out there, started doing stuff in New York, man, Def Jam stuff, moved around, started doing went to the A and banged out, man. Kristen Milian's tour DJ for that stuff. Did some stuff. You know, just this guy been out there.
Right.
You know, he was
Right.
always different, but he's been out there, so he's right to be different. You know, and he's coming back. So big shouts out to him up in the room. Salute to you, brother, for what you do. I see the homie Farm up in the room too.
Good morning, farmer. Good morning.
I see Michael McGeorge up in there. Michael McGeorge, I love that fella.
He loves controversy.
He-
He lives for controversy.
I love it. I love it. I think he just kind of gives a different perspective, which is good because I think that's the one thing I think that we do. We have to. I mean, in order to gauge ourselves, we should always, like you do to me, sometimes, you know, and I get you say I do
give
to
you
you.
controversy.
I wouldn't say
do.
controversy, it's just the contrast. The contrast, which now allows for us to sharpen ourselves. But yeah, I would love him to come and take this project, man, of entrepreneurship, because it really is about the mindset. If you've only worked for
Instead of hating on people, you should support people.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's how I see
But that's
it.
not. Come on.
That's how I see it because we've supported him.
But come
So
on.
that's how
But
I
we're
see it.
we're on show right now, talking to the
Okay.
world, so you can't
Well,
do that
we
right
are.
there. You can't do that. What I'm saying is that for everybody else
Good morning, Ruben.
and everybody who's here, and we do, because this is real. We keep it real, but yes, we're professional, and that's the difference. We don't let that stuff get to us. In a sense that we say it's more important for us all to look for the opportunity. We're all gonna have obstacles. We're gonna all have obstacles. That's gonna be there, but the opportunity is so important. That's why we're so grateful that the opportunity has presented itself, that we could create this web academy. That, like I said, people, because some people have not worked for themselves. They're business owners, but they've never been totally committed to their business. So therefore, that still creates a different mindset. It becomes a mindset, and I'm not just speaking about him. I'm speaking of people in general. That it's so important to take this. I mean, I've had a different mindset, and I've been able to show that and staying in business. We've stayed in business without having to go do other stuff for 15 years, you know.
Right.
And so therefore, it's important that even with doing that and working with other entrepreneurs, it took for us to go through this course and see the science to it. To now for me to say, because that's all I used to say. I say, man, we should all just love. We should just not, because it's not really hate. Some people will look at it as the same, that I'm just doing my part. I'm doing my energy, but their perspective is going to, if it's different, if they see the 6 and you see the 9, it's going to look like that's hate versus, and that's one thing I think our community hasn't learned. It was dope. I was looking at a thing that Akon had on here on Facebook, where he had talked about when he had brought the lights over there to Africa,
Right.
and how it was more important for him for them to say, hey man, yes, we could do the other stuff, the music and stuff like that, but something that's lasting, that we know we got to come together.
Right.
No other variables to it to say, well, I don't know if I like him and I don't know if I like how he do. No, we know we got to come together in order for it to come together. When we get that mindset, it's going to automatically translate. And so that's why an academy like this is so important. We got so many different businesses that are already getting involved with it. And we got young men that's why I'm so grateful. Shouts out to us keeping different keeping different people employed. We've kept people employed the time we've been in here.
Exactly.
Not only have we kept people employed, we've also empowered them if they desire for their business, because that's normally our model. Our model has not been, let me keep on training you to be able to work for somebody else. By now, say I want to give you the wage. When I know more than likely, if you come work for me, if you messing off on their job, how much more will you mess off on my job?
Right.
I already know how much because you think we cool. So therefore, what we say, okay, so your incentive should be your business makes our collective be the prize. Your business being 1 to 10. And that's how our model has been that way since the beginning. Your business being 1 to 10. Our model had us making 100,000 3 years ago. And we did.
Right.
And since then, that's where our model, our business model has said that. And so now we said if we could give tools to the others, I can't give you the money we make from ours to make it on yours.
Exactly.
That's not how economics work. But I can show you the skills and what it's going to take, getting your taxes, getting these relationships, working on putting those hours in, concentrating on yours instead of concentrating on somebody else's.
Right.
You know, those type of things that we not only it just really kind of it really resonated when we took that course. I mean, you was there. You tell me, what was your experience from taking that course, really?
I mean, like I said, it helps you to think out of the box, for one. You know, you have these, you get more ideas, you look at different things and different views differently, you know. And I love that project we had to do about different things with the community. That really helped a whole lot.
I mean, but just the overall mindset, though, but now being able to understand, like I've been trying to teach you an entrepreneurial mindset.
Right.
And there's dynamics to go to that. We have a relationship, so therefore you don't want to hear what I got to say. We are both black, so therefore, you know, you definitely don't want to hear what I got to say.
Well,
So you know, you're both, but you know, you lean more to the other side. And so those are dynamics and variables that add in, and has been adding in for years that we don't take into account.
Right.
You know, and we got the mere fact that it makes more sense for someone else to give it to us. Like I take, for instance, I appreciate, I like your responses, Mike. You said try the engagement. First of all, brother, when you're gonna do your show, will you do engagement with people that does that? And this is not a challenge. This is saying that if you want to go, I'll address yours and engage with you. And the show that even you have tried to say more people should go and try to get to a broader audience instead of us now doing as we say and bring more people to this audience. They don't do engagement like this. You telling people that it makes more sense to go to their show because it's a broader audience versus us doing what you say do and coming together. So I'm just really, and this is not a challenge, this is to engage with your question. But I'm dealing with us to say, and that's what we're breaking down.
Right.
We're breaking down those mindsets. Those mindsets that's been inherent put in us that we can't help. But now once you see the science to it, once you say, oh, it does work, because now it might not, if people don't understand that it works, but we've been giving y'all this show for longer than the rest of them.
Good morning, Thea. Miss you.
And everyone, and y'all should now see by now that just about everybody that come on our show end up on those other shows and in those other magazines,
Right.
which is cool because I'm not hating on them. They got space. But we have a space ourselves, and so now all we saying is, like I said on my post.
But I think a lot of people need to understand that it started here. You know, a lot of people have come on our show first and then gotten exposure and went out there. And
She
stuff
raw,
like that.
yo. I'm just
But
saying she be raw, but
it's the truth.
she be, but
We
but,
expose new businesses because that's what we do.
and
then
she
a lot
tell
of
me
people
I be
heard about
emotional
it.
on my post.
No,
but what I'm
just
saying, but what I'm saying
Good
is,
morning, everybody.
what I'm saying is
It
that
starts here because
it-
we go out and find these
we
people.
have, and not only do we go out and find the beauty, like you said with him, we actually pay those businesses for their services, and most times those businesses do not turn back and pay us for ours.
Right.
But it's
Exactly.
cool.
But
It's-
it's great that we have the ones that do pay for
Most
our
definitely,
services.
and what
Absolutely.
we've done with that, and that's why we continue to have this show, because we love you to come for the conversation, but we want you to know about the organizations out there that are making a difference. Those who see the value and understand it. The reason why we've been an app the whole time is because the radio stations that y'all listen to are owned now by an app.
Right.
Anybody want to hear iHeartRadio? That now kind of has all of the radio stations y'all listen to. That's why it made more sense to put our money. Don't try to chase the tail.
Right.
Be your own. And so that's what the new focus has been. And so we started that 7 years ago, going strong, still riding through the city, sounding great. From there, we found out how to get that information translated to those who want to read, into a magazine that now have visualizations and pictures. We did that 6 years. And so, you know, we've been doing that, and then now to this, we've been going on 3 years of visually podcasting and telling people and showing people, hey, here's who's out here. Here's what's going on. And guess what? If we work together, we put it together. So that's what the web is about. That's what this Take Back Our Yard is about. So please come out. It's gonna be fun because we got I'm telling you, Rose is gonna kill it. I'm really excited about E Bandit coming here, gonna get
yeah,
it in.
me too.
E Bandit did their thing down in Atlanta and stuff, and touring stuff, DC and all that stuff too. The band out of Charlottesville, man, just talked to Ja Ward, man. They got a great set talking about. But I'm very, very excited. I seen this guy. I saw Desi at VIPs. And like, I don't know how that thing wasn't flooded out. Like, he is really like, you can't see Bob Marley no more.
Right.
But you can see Desi.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. That's how I say it like that. But Desi got his own thing too. He got his own music. But you can't see Bob no more. But you can see Desi, and Desi will have you thinking. Yeah. And so we got that coming to the city right here in historic Gainesboro. Along with that's what the money is being raised for. For those people who come through the Webb Academy, those other businesses who have now been established that show, we're gonna bless. We're gonna keep on giving. That's what we do. So that's why we don't really get into the battle of what we doing, because we give. It ain't never been about let's show our numbers and whatever like that. We make what we can sustain to be able to hold the people under our budget that we do. And we've kept the employees who've been employee under us paid, they good. And we've opened up opportunities for everyone else who had a business to come here and had the support they needed. Whether they did it or not is on them, because I can't pay you to run your business. That don't make sense.
But like you said, it's all about it, because we give back. We definitely give back. So good morning, Arthur Lynette Jewell. Good morning. We miss you here. How you been? How's Charlotte?
So she gonna put all our business out there. She gonna put all our business up there. Yeah, but man, where we at? Where we at, Nathan? Oh, well, Nathan, that's what he been back there telling me. We've been talking about, but that's it. Money making Monday. We want to make it all. We want to make it together. It ain't never been about us. It's been about.
It's about everybody.
It's about together. Everyone achieves more.
Exactly.
That's it.
All right.
I do have to say, when I ain't said it in a while, that man, I want to leave you by saying that thing inside of you. It's not a dream. It's your purpose. So set your sights on your targets and hit them, because the only one who can stop you is you. Nobody else. Nobody else can stop you. No situation. Only one who can stop you is you. So, you know, you believe in that and you act in faith, man, and watch it manifest. I promise you it's not something that we've heard, been doing it, man, for 7 years, right out of the Star City. You know, right out of Roanoke, going out to the world, man. We so excited about that. And thank y'all who do support and come in. Like, share, tell somebody, but make sure you come out here this Saturday, not only for the dope event, but because that's going to actual building. The Lawson building is getting renovated as we speaking. We're renovating the building as we speaking. We got other ideas for the buildings around here, and it's manifesting. So thank y'all for letting us do this to do it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And until tomorrow, everybody, God bless.